Okay, so first things first. If you've watched any of our other videos, you know that
has never been done with this dog before.
yeah, Miss Maisie has never done any of these exercises before besides walking nicely and sitting. That's about it. So we're pushing to see how far Miss Maisie will go. We're going to be training as we go, so you'll see Lene do a lot of commands, a lot of corrections, all that good stuff. But we're going to push and see how far we can go, because my dog won't do it either, and social distancing is a thing. So we are going to work on command discrimination, which is a 4A, 4B exercise, and it leads into hand signals. Okay, so what we're going to do is basically give your dog commands from a distance. You're going to tell them beside you, you're going to tell them to stand, and then depending on what the judge says, if you're 4A or 4B, it'll be sit or down. Now, Miss Maisie just a week ago learned how to stand on command. So you can see she's very uncomfortable. She does not like it. So the judge will tell you to stand your dog. You stand your dog. And now here's the thing. Unlike all of the other stands, you cannot put your dog into position for this. You have to tell your dog the command and have them stand. So that is the first thing that you have to do. So Lene obviously still training, so she's teaching her dog to stand by lifting her, and then she leaves her dog, goes out 15 feet. Oh. And then she corrects her for leaving her position. Again, this is very, very new to Miss Maisie. So we're just trying to teach you how to continue on with this, okay?
Stand. Stay.
So she tells her dog to stay. She gives her command and or signal to stay. We're going to pretend Maisie's standing, okay? We're just going to pretend.
Well, we can't.
Well, oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, go ahead and get her to stand.
Okay, come on. Come on.
So we're going to try that again.
Come on, baby.
See if we can do it. If not, we'll pretend. That works too.
Stay. Stay. Stay.
Shorten the distance, if you would, Lene. Let's pretend she's standing, shall we? Okay, so Miss Maisie has shut down for the day.
That's her stand right now.
So I'm going to pretend to have a dog just to show you what command discrimination looks like, okay? Because this one is hard, especially if you're reading it, to be able to visualize it. So we're going to pretend I have a dog, okay? So I'm going to grab something. I'm going to grab this chair. This is going to be my dog, right?
Dog's name is
Chair.
Chair.
The dog is beside me. Now, the
healing
first,
position.
Correct.
At a seat.
Sitting in a healing position. The first command that you're going to give your dog, either 4A or 4B, is going to be stand. Now, here's the catch. It can't be like a normal stand, right? You cannot touch your dog while you do this stand. You have to tell them to stand. You can give them a signal to stand, whatever. And remember, we've said this before, but I know that a couple people haven't really picked up on this. You can give whatever command you want, either signal or voice, as long as it works for you and it's 4-H appropriate. Okay, so we're going to use stand, sit, down.
Sorry, I cut your head off.
We're going to use stand, sit, down. But if you've taught something else for these commands, or if you want to change to something else for these commands, that's totally fine. All right.
And it is command and or signal.
Correct. So you can do both.
Yeah.
On all of these.
Okay.
All right. For 4A and 4B. We're moving into hand signals where you can only do the signal. But so we're going to start off, our dog is in a sitting position.
Oh.
The judge is going to tell us stand our dog. So we're going to say stand. And we're going to give a succinct command, okay? Both voice 1 or 2 syllables and signal. It can't be like, stand! Okay, you can't do that. Hey, it worked. It worked. But you can't do that. Okay, it needs to be one hand and hey, down.
One hand.
It needs to be one hand, and you can't move from your position. Okay, so you're in healing position. You tell your dog stand, and then you're gonna walk 15 feet out away from your dog. Okay, so
Leave your dog.
These are 12 feet apart. Leave your dog. We're gonna come all the way up here. 15 feet. Turn to face your dog. Again, you're not backing away from your dog. You walk out, find your place, turn around. And then depending on if you're 4A or 4B, if you're 4A, the judge is going to tell you to sit your dog, okay? Or just sit. So the next is going to be whatever hand signal you choose for sit. Generally, I find this is really good because it's short and sweet, and generally it gets the point across to most dogs. Okay, so sit, and it's voice and signal. And then you're going to turn, you're going to say leave your dog again.
Can you say stay again at that point?
Oh yes, sorry,
Okay.
I apologize. So sit, judge will say leave your dog, you tell them stay, and then you turn again. Walk another 15 feet. So you're going to end up 30 feet away from your dog. Okay, you're going to turn around, face them again.
Woo!
Long distance, right? And then the judge either would tell you down or sit, depending on which one you haven't already done. So in 4A, this will be the down. In 4B, this will be the sit. So if you're going from a sit to a down, generally this works well, right? Because generally that's what most people use for the drop on recall. Whatever signal you give for drop on recall is a good one for this, okay? So I can't move my feet, remember? So I'm just going to tell my dog down, and then go back to my healing position with my hands, and then the judge will say, call your dog. Now, with 4B, they're already in a down, and what I just said about down from the sit is true, or from the stand is also true. You can do this. So they're already in a down, so you generally want to change up your command for sit. This does work, but if you're going from a down to a sit, generally this works better. Now I bent my knees with that, but and you can to train, but generally you just want this, okay? So those are the commands that we've found work well for us. And it helps kind of transition to those hand signals, right? So we've gotten our dog into the third position. We started with stand, and we've done a sit and a down. Now the judge says, call your dog. Now again, you can give a command and a signal for this. So again, the one we found works the best is come, right? Now, did you see on every one of those commands, I went big, right? I brought out here and I went in. And very big, very fast. Again, down, sit, up, or sit. Either way, I brought it from one portion of my body to another portion, and I made it big. So I'm gonna tell my dog, come. They're gonna sit in front.
Tip, 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 tip.
They're gonna sit in front, and then we do a finish like normal, finish. And again, you can give that command and or signal, both. I would recommend adding that signal, right? And this is, again, another good one, because generally you taught your dog how to swing like this, right? So we're using signals that generally you've already used with your dog without realizing it to train. Okay, so we're gonna work on training the command discrimination. One of the steps of teaching command discrimination is teaching sit or down from a distance. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna walk with Miss Maisie, And I'm going to ask her to do one of those commands while she's walking because she hates standing. So we're going to do it from a walk. So we're going to try to do sit and down while we're moving. Okay, and this is a good training method just in general to get drop on recall. It's a good training method to get just your dog to listen to you at all. So first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna find a space that you know well so that you can walk backwards without tripping and falling and hitting a wall and things like that. Okay, and then you're going to get a toy or praise or whatever, or treats. Do not use treats at dog club. Do not bring treats to dog club. But if you're teaching a new exercise at home, treats are okay.
But always praise.
Always, always praise with the treat. Okay. I'm gonna break the treat into teeny tiny itty bitty little bitty pieces as I go along, so I can just give. She can eat it as she moves. Okay. So we're gonna work on getting her to move and do the thing that I ask from the move. Okay? Maisie, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, sit. Good girl. Oh. George. Maisie, Maisie, Maisie. Maisie, Maisie, Maisie. Maisie, 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 sit. Good girl.
Oh.
Maisie, 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 come here, come here, come here. Down, 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 down. She's still working on down. So now we're going to back up. We're going to go this way. Maisie, Maisie, Maisie! Sit! Sit! Good girl. Notice I threw the treat at her that time. And that is just to get the idea that she can't find it.
Where is it?
Sitting from that distance, right? So Maisie, Maisie, Maisie! Maisie, Maisie, Maisie! Sit! Good girl. I threw that right into her mouth.
You did.
Maisie, Maisie, Maisie! Down! Down! Down!
Put the hand signal with it.
Down! Good girl! Okay. I dropped it. Look here.
Nope. See, she loves praise too.
Good girl. You're a good girl. Maisie, 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 sit. Good girl. Maisie, 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 down. Good girl. Maisie, 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 sit. Good girl. Good girl. Maisie, Maisie, Maisie. Come here, Maisie. Down. Down.
Hand signal, big one.
Down. Good girl. You did so good. Come here. Come here. Maisie, sit. Good girl. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, you see that? So I interspersed
Hang on.
commands in the
High voice,
yeah.
happy
So out of
voice.
breath.
Happy voice. This is a fun game. You saw Macy thinking this is just a game. So that's one of your things that you've got to remember. This is a game. It's fun, but it's training. It's teaching her that whenever you call that command, she's got to do it. Okay.
And notice I phased out the treats too. When I saw that she was excited and responding to me, I phased out the treats entirely. I put it in my pocket. Didn't do it. If she's responding to praise, do the praise.
Okay.
If she's
So that was just kind of one of the first steps.
Yep.
Have we done? Do we know what it looks like at the end?
Yes.
Okay.